Alright, my clean dieters, Kirkland mini muffin chocolate chip bites. These are the dupes to the Little Debbie's and Entenmann's. Let's see ingredients. Lots of gums, natural flavoring, lots of sugar. I'm gonna have to pass on these. Here's the little bites for comparison. Full video to come. Alright, my clean dieters, let's get right into it. We have the Kirkland mini muffin bites with chocolate chips on the left, and on the right we have the Entenmann's little bites with the sprinkles. So just by comparisons in the picture, they are basically the same. It is a total dupe. I'm guessing Entenmann makes this for Costco, just doing a slight variation on the ingredients and adding the chocolate chips to it. Or Costco utilizes a 3P, a third party, to make this for them, but to copy the same exact shape, look of it, and so forth. But let's get into the actual ingredients itself. Alright, so I have a list of all the ingredients from both items. On the far right, you can see some of the similarities. We actually have 3 sugars in here. You have just regular sugar, you have invert sugar, and you have glycerin. Glycerin is also a sugar alcohol, but the combination of invert sugar and glycerin, that's what's going to give you that really strong bite where it leaves that very concentrated sugary taste on your palate. Those 2 ingredients you actually don't need. You just, if you're going to use sugar, you can just use sugar, or even better, use honey. But having 3 sugars on this is a total red flag for me. And then you have your gums, your xanthan gum and your cellulose gum, as similarities in both. But then the Costco one has 2 other ones. You have gum, acacia, and then guar gum. So then now you have 4 different gums in this product. 4 different gums that's going into your gut. But you could really achieve that just by using a starch or gluten, which the product has already. So then now you have 4 different gums and you have 2 different type of starches, your wheat starch and your wheat gluten. And then your kid eats this, and later in the day or the next morning, they're complaining that they didn't poo. I mean, this is your answer right here. You have your gums and these starches that clogs up the intestine, the bowel, and it makes your child constipated. And this is just one of the things why you don't want to have gums in your foods. And then now you have all the other garbage. So you have your petroleum-based oils, your canola oil, your vegetable oil, soybean oil, your hydrogenated palm kernel oil. You have the natural synthetic flavors. The Little Bites has coloring. You have yellow 5, 6, red, and blue. That's from the sprinkles. Luckily Costco doesn't have any coloring in it, but you still have petroleum based products, you still have synthetic flavors, you have 4 gums, 2 different starches, 3 different sugars. This in itself is literally a bag of cancer bites. I hate to put it that way, but that's exactly what it is. You have to remember, just like a lot of other snacks, these are engineered to taste very addicting, very sweet. So makes you want to eat more and more of it, and that is what makes it dangerous for kids, because obviously they don't know, and I've said this in my other video too. Alright, I'm going to go over one last thing. These are the macronutrients, and they're pretty much 1 for 1. On the left is Costco, on the right is Little Bites. 1 pouch, 190 calories. Your fat, cholesterol, sodium, carbs, all these are relatively the same. Costco, they market as 4 mini muffins for 1 pouch. Little Bites doesn't say anything, it just says 4 pouch, but if I recall, I think it was 4 of them in there too. Regardless, 4 mini muffins, okay? 4 mini muffins that a grown adult, you and I, could probably inhale in 2 bites. You can probably do 2 of these at a time. A child can easily eat these 1 muffin at a time, but just super quickly, because they're very addictive and it's all sugar. 9 grams of fat in these 4 little muffins is a lot. 200 grams of salt, 26 grams of carbs, with 16 of that being sugar. About half of that is sugar. Now you gotta remember, 1 can of Coke, it's about 39 grams of sugar. That's about 9.7 teaspoons. These are 17 grams of sugar, so that's about 4 to 5 teaspoons. So think about taking 4 to 5 teaspoons of sugar and you're shoving that into your mouth. It sounds pretty disgusting, right? And you can't say that's an incorrect analogy because it's not. That is the direct correlation between these two. It's really disgusting, and I'm sure you might have seen other videos that's similar to this where individuals weigh out the actual grams and weight of sugar to what the nutritional facts are, what the macros are. And just seeing the physical, visual representation of it, it's shocking, because when you're eating or drinking something like this, you don't really think about that. You just see it as a number. Oh, it's 16, 17 grams of sugar. That's not too much. But for majority of consumers, you have no idea how much 16 grams of sugar is. Like, literally take, go into your kitchen, take 4 teaspoons and level out 4 teaspoons full of sugar. That's how much sugar you're putting into your gut. That is why we are going through such a high rate of cancer. Cancer is not genetic. Yes, there is a percentage of that where it's a true statement, but majority of it is diet driven. So on the flip, what can you eat that's equivalent to these macronutrients? And here's just a quick list. 1 ounce of almonds or mixed nuts with fruit, apple, berries, anything. I gotta remember, the almonds or mixed nuts, they can't be salted. They can't be candied. You can't be adding sugar and salt to this. These are perfectly good for you naturally. I don't know why you would add salt and sugar to it. Yeah, I get it. It tastes good. It tastes good because you're adding salt and sugar to it, but your body doesn't need it. Your body doesn't need it. You're just feeding your brain. You're feeding the addiction to the salt and sugar. Let's see, half of medium-sized avocados plus whole grain crackers is very similar in terms of calories and fat and your carbohydrates. 2 tablespoons of hummus with vegetables, carrot, celery, peppers. That is super clean and is very filling because you're getting vegetable carbs plus the hummus. So the mix of those two is a good filler for a snack. Whole milk Greek yogurt plus fruit. Now remember, I'm going to do another video on yogurt. When you look at whole milk Greek yogurt, anything whole milk, the ingredient has to specify whole milk. Okay, this is where it gets super shady how companies get around this. There are a lot of brands. I mean, I'll just name a couple. Chobani. I think Fahe is pretty good. Yoplait. Like, just go through the aisle. Look at the whole milk yogurt. Okay, majority of them are not whole milk. It's skim milk, and they cut it with creamer. That is a big no-no. That is a big no-no. That is fake yogurt, okay? 1 large egg, and cook it to however you like it. It could be over hard, sunny side up, over easy, scrambled, a scrambled curdle. It doesn't matter. 1 whole egg, I would say, is the cleanest protein and the perfect meal. I eat 2 eggs every morning. That should be the very first thing you put into your gut, along with a glass of water. Any sort of grain, whole wheat, sourdough toast with a almond butter or peanut butter. I'll do a video on this too, on your butters. Don't be getting the garbage that has added sugar, added oil, added salt. You don't need any of that, especially for peanut butter. You have to make sure you're getting Valencia peanuts, not that fake garbage, Skippy junk, okay? Get real peanut butter that's only peanuts, no sugar, salt, or oil. A small portion of salmon with steamed vegetables. I mean, there's so much you could put into your body that is 1,000 times healthier, 1,000 times better for you. And it's just crazy. It's real crazy, and I get it, just for the convenience of having a snack and all that, but there's just so much better stuff that you could put into your body, not just yours, but kids as well. And that's what I'm here to do. I want to help you understand the macro and micronutrients so you can do better for yourself, and if you have kids, you can do better for your kids as well. The kids are important. They need to learn from you. That is the very first step. And with that, just keep on doing your best. Check your ingredients. Take a second to look at it. Don't be self-conscious about looking at the box. It is your decision if you're going to buy it and put it into your gut. Take the time, stop, look at it. It's all about what's in the food that you eat, okay? And with that, thank you for taking the time to check out my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's any questions on any items or anything that you want to do a review on, feel free to shoot me a message. I'll check it out. But until then, to all my clean dieters, keep on taking the time to look at those ingredients and make the best judgment for yourself, family, your kids, whomever. Thanks again, and have a good one.